Hello, everybody. Can everybody hear me? Can everyone hear me? If you're on the
Yes, we
line,
can hear you.
all right. If you can hear me, I want you to go ahead and reach out to someone you know. Send them a quick text. Go back to your messenger and remind them that the call is on. And we're waiting on them. They're not waiting on us. But we're going to have a lot of information for everyone that's on the call. My name is Ronnie Nelson. I am from the Seattle, Washington area. I am new to MWR and I'm loving it. I am exceeding fast in this business. I believe in this business and I believe in what it's going to do to help change lives. It's going to take everyone here on this call to make it happen, not only for yourself, but for your neighbor too. There's no reason any of us should not own a home. If we can pay rent, then we can pay a rent to own home note. Simple as that. And I think this year, this Christmas, I think everyone's going to be happy these holidays because someone on this call, someone is going to be happy that they took the plunge and they're opening up a brand new Christmas gift in their new home. I believe that. Tonight, we're going to have wonderful speakers. We're going to have expert speakers that's going to break down what's going on here. They're going to be very informational for you, so take notes. If you don't have a pen and paper with you right now, reach one over and get it. If you have notes on your phone, go ahead and bring out that little wand so you can start taking notes on your phone because you're going to want to take notes. We're going to have three great speakers tonight. The first speaker we're going to have a Dr. G.W. Parker. He's a regional director, 2 stars. He is from North Carolina. He will be in the house speaking with us tonight. Very powerful, very good information. So pay attention. We will also have our Mr. Famous Fernando Ramirez. He is also going to join us tonight. He is also a regional director. Very informational. Very informational. We will also have with us tonight speaking Zena, our executive director for Maryland. She's a wonderful person. You're going to like exactly what she says. And she is also a person that went through the program step by step. So she's going to practice what she preach. It's going to be a great night tonight. I hope everyone have a good night tonight. And I'm going to turn this call over right now, actually, to our regional director, Fernandez Ramirez.
Good evening, everyone. Great to be here tonight. Thank you so much, Ronnie, for that incredible introduction. It's an honor to work alongside with you again. We've known each other throughout the years, and working with you and the kind of leadership and influence that you bring to the table. If anyone hasn't been to his Facebook, you got to go see what he does every single day. This man speaks from the heart, and he's a servanthood leader that is here to support our entire MWR family. So thank you so much once again, Mr. Ronnie Nelson. Appreciate you. Well, tonight is a very special night, and we want to thank everyone that is supporting the West Coast team, starting from the person that knocked the door to the East Coast side with Zena Edgehill, which is Dinera Glover, and then we have Michelle Colley Hill with us too from the Maryland area. So this is the East Coast team connecting the West Coast team, and because of that relationship, now we are here tonight bringing this incredible and exciting information to our entire nation. So we thank everyone that has made the time to be here with us tonight. We see a lot of incredible leaders that are here with us. I wish I could mention all of you guys, but we thank you. So without further ado, I'd like to bring up here Dr. G.W. Parker. He is a mentor of mentors, a leader that we highly respect. We've been working with him a little over 2 years. And ladies and gentlemen, with my 30 years of experience in the arena of finances and network marketing, I've never worked with anyone that has that servanthood leadership, going the extra mile. He's in the East Coast. He says, Fernando, if you need me to be here tonight, I'll be here with you by your side. And he's done that from day one, supporting our entire community. Dr. G.W. Parker, we thank you so much for taking the time and allowing us your expertise and your energy and your enthusiasm to all of us, your family, MWR.
Well, listen, thank you, Fernando, for giving me an opportunity to be a part of the platform with you guys as you grow the West Coast market of MWR. And Mr. Nelson, kudos to you, my friend, for all that you do. I'm so excited for the team that you guys are building, and I'm honored to be a part of it tonight to present to you the information. For those of you who are here for the first time, I think you've been given some instructions by Mr. Nelson. You grab a pencil and paper, you're going to want to take some notes. Hopefully, there'll be a room at the end of the platform where we can answer questions if necessary. But we're going to show you this concept. But not only that, we're going to show you in living color a live person who's gone through the process and had a tremendous amount of success, actually sitting in her new home as we speak tonight. So there's a lot of information to cover, and I'm excited to be a part of it. Fernando, should I go ahead and share my screen, sir?
Please do it. I got my notepad ready and my pen.
All right, guys, here we go. Let me get this up and running for you, and we're going to get started. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your schedule to be here. As you said, Fernando, we've got a lot of support from the East Coast. So I see Ms. Cassandra Wooten on the platform, Mr. Ron Samuel. Congratulations, guys, and thank you for all your support for what we do here as we grow this market. So again, it is wide open. So I'm going to full screen now. And guys, we're going to get started. So let me go back here. Hang on, Fernando. 1 second, my friend. I'm on the wrong page, guys. Give me a minute. I got you.
Meanwhile, continue to invite. Let's continue to grow the platform, because right now, what is about to be shared with each and every one of you, you're going to say, I wish I could have had 2, 3, 4, 5 friends more here tonight to be able to hear this incredible information. So Dr. GW, take your time. Meanwhile, I'm sending a few more invites to be able to get people in and engage in this incredible information that we're about to hear. All right. Perfecto.
Okay, my friend. Keep inviting, guys. Send out those last-minute texts. Make those last-minute phone calls. Let's get as many people in front of this opportunity as we possibly can. Tonight is a good night to share what I consider to be the greatest opportunity that exists on planet Earth. And now we're ready to go. Let me resume my screen share.
People are coming in. I'm so glad you haven't started yet.
We've got somebody coming. Why does it keep taking me back here, sir? That's all right.
I have no idea. Okay, so click on the first page with your mouse.
Got it.
It looks like it's there. All right, so share the screen.
Here we go, guys.
Yeah, there you are.
There you go. We got it now. Thanks again. Hey, guys, we still got people coming in. So again, send out those last-minute texts, make those last-minute phone calls. But let's get into our discussion as it relates to, as I mentioned earlier, what I consider to be the greatest opportunity that exists on planet Earth. And that is MWR. And MWR stands for Make Wealth Real. So now we're here tonight to learn the rules of the money game. You do know there's a money game, right? Many of us are losing this game because we're not surrounded with the experts to help us understand how to play the game. If you don't know the rules to the game, surely how do you have a chance to win? So this is where becoming and staying wealthy is simple. See, here's what we've designed this platform to do, to help you shift, increase, multiply, protect, and leverage everything. We're going to win this money game, folks. But think about this. When opportunity knocks, being in the right place at the right time means everything. Now, I know I'm preaching to the choir because we've all missed out on several opportunities already. We were not in the right place at the right time. But think about what we've missed out on by not being in those places. Look at these companies here: Facebook, Amazon, Zoom, Microsoft, Google, Starbucks. The list is long. Apple, Walmart. Who would have ever thought that you could hail an Uber from your phone and have a total stranger come to you, pick you up? You were comfortable enough to get in the car with them to take you to wherever you were going, your destination. Who would have thought we'd be doing something like that? It was an insane idea at one point, right? But look at where Uber is right now. It is the most amazing concept that I've ever seen, and no different than Zoom. And Zoom exploded during that COVID period, right? So these are multi-trillion-dollar-a-year companies now as a result of someone just saying, I've got an idea. And they put that idea in motion, and look at where they are today. So now, here's the benefit that we got. What if you could get a second chance to be in the right place at the right time? Think about it. The ability to be first to market with an opportunity, that we can disrupt the world's biggest industry, which is financial services. Zero risk to you. Now, think about that. No risk to you. The process and program and platform is already proven. Well, now you can. We're in the game now, ladies and gentlemen. Now, and we're with the right company. We talked earlier about being in the right place at the right time. We're talking about being a part of a multi-million-dollar debt-free company. That's MWR, an executive team of over 100 plus years of combined industry experience, a proven track record of success where there's no guesswork here. We know what we're doing. And here's the thing that impresses me most about this relationship and this partnership with MWR. We're on a mission to create more millionaires and financially independent families than any other company in history. Do you want to be a part of that? I say yes. But here's the all-star team that put all this together. My good friend of 18 years, the CEO and founder of MWR, Mr. Brian House, as well as Mr. Indamo Tosin, the managing partner of MWR, the COO of MWR, Ms. Lisa Ross, as well as the vice president of MWR, Mr. Mike Randolph. Guys, we've got a star-studded cast that are committed to helping you and I win and win in a major way. So what does MWR offer? Well, expert-driven financial strategies for one, the ability to turn your expenses back into income for you. And now we can actually help you multiply and protect your money and your assets. Not only that, help you save, pay, and make money on your everyday purchases, profit from a multi-trillion-dollar a year financial service industry. Guys, we're in the right place at the right time. They're core services. These 6 core services that you see is what's going to help us position you to win. My MWR rewards, I mean, get money back on your, or save money on your everyday purchases, even with Give Bucks, the ability to get money back on those everyday purchases. Think about eliminating your debt. Owing no man nothing, zero balance on everything you're doing. Does life feel better now? I mean, yes, it does. No question. We've got the ability to help you do that. Not only that, reduce your taxes, lower your bills, restore your credit. We can put you in place and have you access the investment vehicles like a diversified cash flow account, a private reserve account, and even precious metals, guys. We're in the business of precious metals, gold and silver, and even land bank, and our ability to buy land in the path of growth at 20 to 40% below market value. There's no other company in the country that's bringing all these components together except MWR, and the ability to transfer this money from generation to generation through a trust. And this is what wealthy people are doing. So we have the ability to put the inheritance in motion. Now, let's talk about the difference. It's the only opportunity of its kind. We are going to guarantee your success. Look at what they say. If our expert strategist opportunity cannot put more of your money back into your pocket than the cost of the membership in the first 30 days, MWR gives you a full refund. So, ladies and gentlemen, we mentioned it earlier. There's no risk to you. The only way that you lose is simply by choosing not to participate. Now, we strongly encourage you to participate in your own rescue. Upload the document, schedule the appointment, gives the expert everything they need to take you from wherever you are in your financial life to wherever it is you desire to be. How is it possible that a full-scale financial strategies company can make such a bold statement and go as far as putting it in writing? Because we are going to help you win. We've got the tools and systems to do it. Look at what these guys have done. They've leveled the playing field. They've given you and me, average everyday people, full access to the same tools and systems that wealthy people have always had. But I'm convinced what makes us so successful is the fact that we provide you with a licensed trained expert to hold your hand through the entire process. This is why we're winning, because we're going to give you some people to work with, and you don't have to do this on your own. These experts can maximize every area of your finances. So you can do what? Save money, make money, and create wealth. See, our experts do the work and you get the results. I'm not just talking about some experts we pulled off the street. You're talking licensed, trained expert, confidential, professional experts that are going to assist you in taking your life to where you desire it to be. Now, let's talk about success, what we've been able to do as it relates to expense to income strategies. See, our experts shift your money back from the government, banks, and big business. Those are the big 3 that are taking everything that we earn. So how do we do that? We help you eliminate your debt. We turn that debt into wealth. We reduce your taxes. We lower your bills and even provide you health care. And we lower that cost, the ability to restore and increase your credit score, plus a better way to save, pay on the things that you spend money on every single day with the MWR Rewards and the MWR Give Bucks app. Guys, this is a winner. Look at what our average is. Average expense to income results, $2,000 a month per member. I just want you to hold it there for a minute and take your current financial situation, right? And if MWR, by you plugging into the system, using these experts, and we're averaging $2,000 a month, they're able to infuse an additional $2,000 a month in your income right now from your existing finances without you having to go out and get a part-time job or anything. But this average comes from the success that we've had from tens of thousands of members who have accessed this program. This is the average overpayment that people are facing every single month. Does your life change with another $2,000 from your existing finances? I would say yes, no question about it. But now that we've got this new money available, we're going to be smart about this, right? So what are we going to do? We're going to find a job for that new money. We're not going to go out and blow it and spend it and find ourselves in the same situation as we are currently. We're going to talk about our next level strategies. We're going to put this money to work for you. See, our experts help you multiply and protect your money and your assets. How do we do it? Well, self-banking strategies, tax and risk-free saving strategies, asset accumulation, income and asset protection, as well as keys to home ownership, tax elimination strategies, and the trust. Everything you need to live right now and to leave a legacy. This is what we're bringing to the table. There's no one else that has created a concept as effective as MWR, guys. This is it. Now, let's talk about some success stories, because we know that success leaves clues. Now, I got to credit Fernando for this because he put me right on the front page. I'm humbled and honored to be able to share my story with you as it relates to my success with this concept called MWR. I saw this platform in August, actually be 7 years. I was 55 years old when I started MWR. Now, I want to paint a quick picture for you. At 55 years old, a grown man going to a job every day, paid on Friday, broke on Monday. You've never had to do it, so you probably understand what I'm talking about. But I was sick of it. So within 2 years, after sharing this concept with as many people who would listen, I was able to walk away from a $65,000 a year job to do this full time. Eliminated 15 years worth of remaining debt in a matter of 5 years. That's what these guys are able to do for me. As it relates to the tax strategies, they put $350 a month back into my pocket as early as my next pay period. The ability to drive the car of my dreams and live in multiple locations, it is a dream come true, no question. But it's not just me it's happening to. There are many others, like my good friend Charles and Judith Ivory. Charles, former military officer, and his wife built the MWR business during the COVID layoff. Laid off during COVID, took this opportunity and ran with it. Look at what they've done. Increased their credit score over 800 points. They just recently finished the construction of their dream home, a 6,000 square foot property. And they're also $1 million residual club ring earners. And ladies and gentlemen, they were able to do it in 8 months. How long did I tell you it took me? 2 years, 8 months. So what does this say? 2 is always better than 1. No question about it. Now, here's the top income earner with this concept that you're viewing tonight, the MWR platform. Mr. Brian M. Bean, the fastest $1 million residual club ring earner in the company history. He did it in 3 months, ladies and gentlemen. He got one of these in 3 months. I told you Charles and Judith did it in 2 years. Took me they did it in 8 months. Took me 2 years to do it. Now, but look at what else he's been able to do. He's accumulated over $3 million in assets, has 20 acres of land on a lake in Atlanta, of all places, and they call it Bean Acres. He has a condo in Dubai. He's earning $45,000 a month from this compensation plan that we're going to share with you. But before we go further, when you talk about $45,000 a month, think about it for a moment. Tell me what changes in your life when you start generating that level of residual income. I'll tell you what changes. Everything. The car you drive, the house you live in, the clothes you wear, where you send your kids to school. It makes all the difference in the world. But why is his story so important? Because what he's shown us, you and I, is that it's possible. So we know how this works. If one man can do it, 10 can do it. If 10 can do it, 100 can do it. If 100 can do it, 1,000 can do it. If 1,000 people can do it, you and I can do the exact same thing. So we can't ever say that it's not possible. But let's talk about some testimonies. I want you to meet a real live person that has gone through this program and secured the keys to home ownership. It is the most incredible story I've ever heard, but we do this every single day, and the time frame in which she was able to do it is very impressive. So we say become a homeowner regardless of your past credit history or your current credit scores. Who does that? Nobody but MWR with our keys to home ownership platform. The young lady I want to introduce you to is on the platform and is about to come on, Ms. Zena Edgehill. Zena, if you would, please come to the platform and share your story. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm actually driving to my home.
Oh, listen, you be careful. Yeah, just be brief and keep your eyes on the road.
Yes, absolutely. I'm getting ready to stop at the gas station anyways. But I am excited, you guys, just like I'm honored, first of all. Thank you, GW, Parker, and Fernando, and Ronnie, and all for, doing this call, because it is important that we get this message out to many. And I will say that we are changing lives right now, and that's my passion. So for me, per se, I had to leave within 30 days. And I was introduced to this program, MWR. Well, MWR, the program, one of the services was Keys to Home Ownership. And I'm going to put on my camera now.
Okay.
Hopefully you guys can see me.
We got you.
So, yeah. So, I'm really, really excited, because when I came into this platform, I didn't understand it. But I'll tell you, when I heard that it was Keys to Home Ownership, you didn't have the credit. It's not that they're not going to look at your credit, but this is a program where they're going to hold you, and they're going to make certain that you are successful. Your credit does not matter for you to get the keys to your home ownership. However, you do have to have finances, and you do have to be working, absolutely. And you sold 2 recent pay stubs. Now, with my situation, like I said, I had to be out within 30 days. And I didn't know how I was going to do it. It was like unheard of. And got with Lou Brown. Fernando introduced me to Lou Brown. I said, look, I have an emergency, and connect me with my realtor. And next thing I know, they gave me a listing of homes, properties. And my top 5, she told me to pick my top 5. My number 1 home is the home that I got my keys to. And this all happened, you guys, within 3 weeks. So I will say, it's just that you have to make certain that you are following up with the emails that they send you. Make certain that you are doing your due diligence, following what they tell you to do. But I can assure you that you can too have your keys to home ownership. And it's a smooth process. It's not hard at all. It's really, really smooth. And MWR has so many other different ways to benefit us and help us with our finances, which you definitely want to take advantage of. So I'm looking forward to hearing many, 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 many testimonies. And I know there are going to be many behind me, or there has been many before me. I heard one also yesterday, which I was so happy to hear. So again, I'm looking for many more testimonies as well. Thank you for allowing me to speak.
No, thank you. And thank you for setting such a fine example, Zena. We're so proud of you, and we're happy for you. Congratulations on your new home. But you found a way to position yourself to become a homeowner, and you got excited about it. Now you want to share the story with others, because there are many people out there. And Mr. Nelson mentioned it earlier. If you can afford to rent, you can afford to buy. And the only thing that holds people up is either the DTI credit, lack of down payment. We can help overcome all of those things to position you to become a homeowner. So again, congratulations, Zena. You're the best, and we love it. Keep telling the story, because we're going to get some other people into homes as well. God bless you.
Thank you so much. God bless.
You're very welcome. This is it, guys, the path to home ownership. So let's talk about who we partner with to make this thing happen, right? They're certified affordable housing providers. That's what the path of home ownership is all about, and the ability to help people who want to become homeowners. And then you've heard Zena say the process is not very difficult. All these guys want you to do is come to the table with a made-up mind. Now, you've got to have a source of income. So you want to be employed, absolutely. Down payment is going to play some part, but depends on what stage you start in, you gravitate toward ownership. Affordable housing providers for any income or credit. Say it again now, any income or credit of home ownership program. It's the most fascinating thing I've ever seen. So who are they? Certified affordable housing providers. They are trained to provide solutions for sellers, buyers, and private lenders. They are part of a nationwide network of affordable housing providers. So we can do this in 50 states, guys. They're a national company and has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. That says a lot too, right? Beware of imitation. They are the original, so no question about it. And they are the original, no question about it. They provide housing solutions. So they are a multi-service company who buys, repairs, rents, and sells homes. They are dedicated to providing friendly and honest service customized to fit your needs. Think about that. They're going to customize the platform to fit your needs to get you into the home that you desire. Zena talked about having 5 options, and she was able to get the house that she fell in love with first. They work with all types of buyers and situations, including those who need time to alleviate a shortage of down payment, those who need time to solve credit issues, and those who have never bought a home before. So the program fits anybody, regardless of your situation. They work to create a win-win solution for buyers, sellers, and lenders. So everybody wins that touches this program. 40+ years of experience in the housing industry, which means a lot. That says a whole lot, 40+ years. So we're not partnering with anybody that doesn't really understand this. The gentleman that leads this concept for the keys to home ownership is Mr. Lou Brown. You heard Fernando speak of him earlier, and you've heard Zena speak of him. I had a chance to meet this young man. I've known him for 2+ years now since he partnered with MWR. But he's an incredible young man. He has a heart for people. And I pray that you all will have one day an opportunity to hear his story as to how he got started in the real estate business. So he's part of the Real Estate Leadership Association of America, president and 3-year board member, founding president or 5-year board member here, as well as 9-year board member there. I mean, all of these organizations, Georgia Real Estate Investors Association, National REIA Association, Atlanta Apartment Association, Chairman, Small Business Council. I mean, his track record is pretty impressive. But again, he's a committed gentleman that's willing to help people do what needs to be done so they can secure home ownership. So let's get back to the platform as it relates to MWR. How do you get involved? The platform is going to provide you with everything you need. It's one powerful membership that provides all these components that we've all talked about, including the keys to home ownership. So think about this, guys. No contract to sign, no setup fee. This includes a spouse. 2 people have the ability to take advantage of the platform. A better way to save, pay, and profit from everyday expenses. We talked about the GiveBucks app. We also talked about the rewards program. Experts to turn your expenses back into income. We talked about our average, $2,000 a month. Everything you need to protect your money and your assets through our trust, and a 30-day money-back guarantee. What is it going to cost me, Gerald? $149.97. Guys, once again, no contract to sign. Now, here's what we know for sure. You couldn't go anywhere in the United States and find one of these services, much less all of them, for only $149.97. Nor could you go anywhere in the United States and find one of these services, much less all of them, to include a spouse, for only $149.97. Do you think for a moment, if Zena had been told that for $149.97, you get access to a platform that can put you into a home, and more than that, the house of your dreams, no hesitation. And she walked right through the program, and within 3 weeks became a homeowner. That's why we say Make Wealth Real is the perfect business. I'll ask you this question. Where else can you get paid daily while someone else is doing the work for you and everyone that you refer? There's only one place to do it, guys, and only one way to do it. Become a qualified marketing director with MWR. What is the cost going to be? A startup cost of $100 plus your monthly membership fee of $149. So the initial investment would actually be $249.97. But I got to tip my hat to the CEO and founder, Mr. Brian House, who says, we want everybody in America that wants to own their own business and wants to partner with MWR, which happens to be the fastest growing financial strategies company in the country. And we're in the middle of a multi-trillion-dollar-a-year industry as it relates to financial services. Let's give everybody an opportunity to do it. Let's discount this $100, and the startup cost as a business owner and access to all the services, only $149.97 until tomorrow night, midnight. Guys, I'm telling you, if you care about people and you want to see them win, get them in front of this platform and let them take advantage of this discount that we're offering through tomorrow night at midnight. Look at what you're going to get. A team of experts to shift, increase, multiply, and protect your money and your asset. You're going to have leverage, expert strategies, and leadership to help you grow your business. We always say this at MWR, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself, but unlimited daily pay and industry-leading residual income. Let me show you what it looks like as it relates to the revenue sharing program. And this is why so many people are excited. You think about it. It pays a daily guaranteed income from $5 a day to as much as $15,000 a day. 5 people in your program, ladies and gentlemen, the business at that point is self-funded. You're making $150 a month. What is the cost of the membership? $149.97. You help 12 people position themselves as your business partner. You're now making $20 a day, $600 a month. Let's duplicate that process and help those 12 get their 3. You're at 36 people on your team making $50 a day, $1,500 a month. There are many people just from introducing this concept that are doing this in a matter of weeks, much less months. This is not a long-term proposition, not to mention all the other money on the table, like the Infinity Leadership Bonus, which pays you from $30 to as much as $150 for everybody that joins your organization. There's more money. The performance bonuses are paying out every week, $300. 6 people join your organization. You make another $300 on that Monday, over and above the other money we talked about, not to mention the momentum bonuses. Where does that come from? Well, we want to help you get off to a fast start. We want to reward you for getting off to a fast start. Those 3 people that you sponsored in your first 30 days paid you $150. You qualify for the momentum bonus, so you picked up another $150. But you helped those 3 get their 3, so those 12 people now, you're rewarded $450 because you're in the trenches helping people win. But let's go for it all, because there's $1,500 on the table. So you've helped those 12 get their 3. There's 36 people on your team now. We're in month number 3. You've just collected another $900. Let's do the math, guys. 900, 450, 150, $1,500 at stake. And here's the beautiful part about the revenue sharing program. They give us 90 days to capture the whole 1,500, but there's nothing written in this compensation plan saying that you've got to take 90 days. People are doing it in a week. They're doing it in 10 days. They're doing it in 20 days, 30 days. I say hit the ground running and take advantage of everything that MWR has to offer. But let's run the table and see what the potential numbers could be like. The gentleman that introduced me, Fernando Ramirez, has been involved in this opportunity for 2 years. But within 8 months, ladies and gentlemen, he became a regional director. Look at what that takes. 300 people on your team, $200 a day, $6,000 a month, $73,000 a year. In 8 months, I told you earlier, this was not a long-term proposition. But we're just getting started. I told you the comp plan pays from $5 a day to as much as $15,000 a day. And I say to you, you pick your number. We shared with you the earnings for the top income earner at $45,000 a month. That's over $500,000 a year. That's $1,500 a day as a national director. Again, what changes in your life when you start generating this level of income? So the reason his story is so important, because we want you to understand that it is possible, because people are already doing it, guys. And now let's talk about this super app. This super app is free to your customers. This is just another way, one, for us to put more money back into your pocket, but at the same time, you generate another stream of income. Yes, there are 2 streams of income available in one business opportunity. And we're going to show you what this looks like. And what if those customers earn cash reward? You gave the app away. Instead of them swiping their Visa or MasterCard, they're running that transaction through the app and getting rewards. And then you're going to give it to them, and they're going to be able to introduce it to their families and friends and get rewards on their purchases as well. What if this super app paid you? Now, every time anyone used it to purchase the things that they're going to purchase anyway, food, gas, Amazon shopping, it doesn't matter. Run it through the app and get paid. Ladies and gentlemen, there are over 100,000 locations already on board with us, and this is growing every single day. Now, let's talk about the difference between the MWR GiveBucks super app and some of the other apps that exist. You've heard of these apps before: Grab, Alipay, WeChat. You're talking millions of users, but they're not here in the United States. They're in Europe, they're in China, and areas like that. GiveBucks is the only app, the only super app operational in the United States, and we're first to market with it. We talked earlier about a first to market opportunity, but let's talk about what separates us from them, right? All of these apps, including GiveBucks, gives us the ability to shop. We can actually pay online with the app. We can socialize, we can bank. But here's what they can't do: give you cash rewards. And we have the ability to do that. Not only that, the ability to give back in real time automatically, guys. So let's talk about what a super app is to give you a better understanding. And this is the Wikipedia definition. A super app is a mobile application that can provide multiple services, including payment, financial transaction processing, effectively becoming an all-encompassing, self-contained commerce and communication online platform that embraces many aspects of personal and commercial life. That is a super app, guys. Let's show you an example, a breakdown of what this thing has the potential to do. And this is what we call a 7-level breakdown based on a restaurant spend. And for this example, you and I are John Smith. We're spending $100 a month. But what happens when you can teach 5 people to do the exact same thing? And they share the concept with 5 people and they do the same thing. By the time you got through 7 levels, you'd have 78,000 app users making you over $20,000 a month. It's a free app, ladies and gentlemen. That's the beauty of it. Now, here's the thing. We've got a choice to make. Either you want some of the money or you want all of the money. Now, if the idea is to get some of the money, you want to focus on being a customer. Your cost $149.97 per month. No contract signed, no setup fee, includes a spouse, gives you full access to all the services, the platform, and the expert. Or you're like me, you want it all. Not only do I want to use the services to get my financial life in order, but I also want to create a stream of income, one that could possibly take me away or take me out of a job that I don't like going to every single day. It's totally up to you how you want to proceed and what you want to do. Either decisions you make is it won't be a bad one, that's for sure. So now, because of the discount offered by the CEO and founder, Mr. Brian House, through the 31st, which is tomorrow at midnight, you're talking $149 to own the business and access to services. You're going to pay the same thing a customer pays. So why not get it all? We have the ability to help you do that. Now, if you've made a decision tonight based on what you've seen and heard, and I pray that you have, that you've been given enough information to make a decision, and you've made that decision, let me be the first to welcome to the MWR family. And this is our moment, guys. We say get started now. Now is the time. We strongly encourage you to get back with the person that invited you, get all your questions answered, and take full advantage of what I consider to be the greatest opportunity that exists on planet Earth. So, Mr. Ramirez, I'm going to stop the screen share, come back out to you, sir. And if there are questions, maybe this would be a good time to get those questions answered, guys. We don't want you to leave this platform tonight without having a full understanding of what you've seen and heard. Back to you, Fernando.
Thank you so much, Dr. G.W. Parker. I'm going to be the first ones to give you a heart for allowing us your time. We know that you have had a busy day helping other platforms, Faith and Finance early in the morning, training our leaders, East Coast, West Coast, and right now helping us here with the West Coast team. We just want to thank you so much for going that extra mile as always. And that's the reason why I enjoy working with you, and our team does as well. But yeah, we do want to get everyone's questions answered. But before we do that, I'd like to bring back Mr. Ronnie Nelson. And I see that we have here Mr. Carlos Beans. If you want to say a few words, they're the West Coast founders. I mean, they open up the door here in the West Coast. So we just like to give them the space to be able to share a little bit about, what their experience is so far, being here, in our business for 3-4 weeks, I believe, or less.
Hello, you guys. This is Ronnie Nelson again, and from the Seattle, Washington area. I wanna let you guys know something. The reason because I didn't speak on that when I first introduced myself. I initially got into this business here with MWR. I'm a homeowner, and that became a problem for me for being a homeowner. And I'm going to explain this so it makes sense to you. I was looking for a loan, and I couldn't get a loan on my home because I owned the home. I don't have a mortgage. I just outright own the home. So I've been running into a lot of brick walls and a lot of roadblocks with trying to help myself with my property. And I remembered, I said, I'm sending myself through a lot for no reason. I just need to reach out to Fernando. If I speak to Mr. Ramirez, I am sure my problem will go away. And I'm telling you people, it did. I sent him a message in one of his groups, and within an hour, he had Zena on the line with me, who's actually a loan officer, and walked me through the process of what she can and cannot do for me. And I kept telling her, you can't do anything for me. You cannot help me. And every time I told her this, she showed me where she can help me. I had every excuse to run away and not stay involved. And she showed me every example of why I need to stay. And I'm very happy and pleased that I did. And I want all of you to have faith and believe in the process, because this works and you're working with a group of people that actually care. That's what I have to say. I'm going to pass the call along to Mr. Carlos Benz.
Wow, I'm speechless. Hold on, let me see if I can unmute him. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, good stuff. But what I was about to say before Mr. Benz speaks is Ronnie Nelson and Carlos Benz, their reputation precedes them. Those guys are legends in this industry, and they know these systems well. So it's an honor to work with them on this MWR platform, sir.
Sure is.
I appreciate you.
Definitely.
Hey, how you
Mr.
doing,
Carlos.
team? Hey, I was trying to see could I get on video, but it's like it's blocked or something.
Just a second. Let me see. I think you can open it now. Go right ahead.
Let me try. Don't worry if you
There
see
you are.
something crazy in my background. Can you guys see me and hear me?
Perfect.
All right, awesome. Hey, I just want to say the program sounds and seems to be working amazingly for those that are using it. Okay. I think that as I continue to listen, learn, and break down and get insight through our leadership team, through our group chat, again, you guys keep my mind flowing and you keep me thinking and you keep me thinking about our direct market. You keep me thinking about how is the best approach. Obviously, I'm going to talk to as many as I can. Then I'm going to invite as many as I can, but I'm also still looking for that target market, that person who's out to buy a home that hasn't been able to successfully do so. That's the catch. That's our target here for this piece of ownership program. It's so unique that, what do you mean I don't need the credit score? What do you mean you're going to meet me where I am from a down payment? What do you mean you're going to help me overcome my DTI? Like, really, what do you mean? What do you mean when you say words like, hey, when you say words like, you said it earlier, Ronnie. Now it was right on the tip of my tongue, and now I'm right here. But what you said was that I can purchase a home. I can get over DTI. I can get over simple challenges. And a key thing that I was trying to say was, if I can afford to pay rent, I can afford to own.
Exactly.
2020, I was in that exact situation in Atlanta, Georgia. And I said, look, I stayed in an apartment for 2 years. And then I said, I did my research market before my lease was up. And I said, it's cheaper for me to buy than it is for me to own a 1-bedroom apartment. I can come out on a better end if I did that. So if you just do simple market analysis on simple checks, you can find opportunity. I had to go out and get a loan. I had to go out and do the things on my own. But imagine being within a network in a program like this, where you can literally take advantage, plug in. All you do is come into a portal that's already designed for your membership. That's like having actually it is having a membership that you can plug into to get realtors, to get exposure to homes that have already been kind of networked and contracted, that can make it easy for you to make an easy, simple purchase. Whether you still rent to own, you still get your name on a contract that's binding, that gives you timelines to clear all those things that were mentioned, versus waiting until you get those things cleared up and then trying to execute later. But at the end of this contract, most contracts of this scenario, when you get to the end of it, you're still going to be in the same place as you are if you didn't do this, but you'll have a bigger down payment. You'll have a more vested interest. You'll be first in line. You will be the person that's going to be owning the home without the competition. Because if anything changes in the market, what do you think is going to happen to the competition? You're talking about outbid, get outbid. That will not be a problem for you, because you're already on the docket to own the home. It's a smart situation for a person that is in a need to own a home, sees benefit, and realizes that the shackles of life that are holding most people back from buying homes are now being removed.
Amen.
I
agree.
believe that. I know that. And Lou Brown is behind the program. I know Lou Brown for over 7 to 8 years. And 7 to 8 years ago, Lou Brown told me how many properties he had of parcel. I'm not going to say no numbers, but I can only imagine why this program is like this 8 years later. To an extent where you utilize his mind, his knowledge, his experience, it opens the door for everybody.
Sure does. Wow.
So,
Carlos, thank you so much for,
hey,
for sharing, man. It's, it's an honor to work alongside with you once again. We know exactly what you bring to the table. The first thing that Carlos has is he's got a heart. And I think, having him look at the opportunity, I kind of said hello a couple of years ago when I started, Carlos, but I guess you were busy with projects. I read the word lows and then 85. I go, what does he mean by that? And I meant to ask you. But this gentleman, ladies and gentlemen, did a lot with our practice company. And he was a part of my inspiration when he achieved his success, car paid for, a ring. I said, if he could do it, I could definitely do it. And I think a few months later, right after you, Carlos, I got my ring. Yeah. So I appreciate what you just said today, which is, think about this. If you're renting now, how many years have you been renting? Now, if you can afford to rent, you can definitely afford to purchase. And that's just the way it is, because if you have now a platform that allows you to leverage from experts that already know what they're doing. And the story of Mr. Lou Brown is very emotional because his mother went through the process and she didn't qualify. So he was 12 years young when he saw that experience, and it hurt him to the point that it didn't hurt him in the wrong way. It inspired him. So when he turned 18, he decided to become a homeowner. So Carlos, yeah, that story that we have heard from him a long time ago, it definitely has changed so many lives.
And then one of the things from people that may not understand, how do you take this from a business opportunity? I just want to say, if you really look at this, I deal with people all the time in regards to financial situations that they're in. But I just reached out to a friend, not for no reason, just, hello, how you doing? What's going on? And her response to me right away, I'm drowning out here. Well, hold on, what do you mean? Maybe you need to, let's pull out the budget and look at things really quick, right? She said, well, it's not that so much, man. It's just this rent that I'm paying. Well, how much are you paying for rent? I'm paying $2,995 for rent. That's $3,000. I'm paying $3,000. She's like, I'm drowning. I'm paying $3,000 for rent. However, I got a program I'm going to be starting on August 14th, and it's going to reduce my rent to $1,200. And I'll be moving. But right now, I'm maxed out from my income, right? I'm maxed out from my income, but by the 14th of August, which is in about 15 more days, she'll be shifting and changing her job. I mean, not her job, but changing her living situation. The rent is going to go down $2,000 plus. So when that occurs, or maybe $1,800 or something like that, I didn't do the math specific. But my point is, from a business perspective, do you think that I just threw the program at her like this is available? No, I didn't say anything. I encouraged her to get through the next 15 days without stressing herself out, knowing that, hey, guess what? She's going to have some actual income that's going to be able to help her pay for the program. But while she's stressed with $2,900, there's no need to bring it up. Wait till the 15th or 16th and introduce it to her. Let her then see where her extra money is within her budget. Remember, the first thing I said was budget. Get control. That's what this program already offers. Once you come in, they want to do an analysis and a performance of your budget. They want to look at your income. Once we do that for you, we identify that, we get you into the program where we can see where you had an expendable cash flow, possibly bring back extra money in your taxes, do things of this nature that sets you up to have down payment seed money, to have the income coming in that's now going to be allocated to the rent that you'll pay to the house that you'll own, that obviously in the back of her mind, my credit is messed up and that's why I'm drowning. I'm sure those two things go together, those key words. But then what's going to happen is she's going to say, man, I'm in for this program. It makes so much sense to fast forward and possibly change my life. Now, I said that about business, but you notice I didn't pitch or say or offer the business. But guess what? That's a pipeline. You build that up as strong as you can. And when it's time for people to move over and shift, you got to know when, how to identify, and then you act on it. And then therefore you make something look very simple, but it's been planned, it's been set up, and it's been organized and then orchestrated to be something that's successful. Just think. I'm thinking about it. Just think about it. That's all I can say. And I wish everybody great success and a good night there.
Dr. G.W. Parker, thank you so much. Carlos Beans, what do you think about this? I mean, we're at the right place at the right time with the right people, with the right hearts. I mean, it's all about helping. It's about not thinking about you, but thinking about the difference that you're able to make. You know, when you got that kind of mindset, Carlos Beans, believe me, we're gonna go far. So, Dr. GW, microphone goes back to you, so you can let us go. If anyone has any other questions, thank you so much, Carlos Beans, for this incredible information and simple education that you gave us about the difference between renting and owning. Wow, that was impressive. Thank you, Carlos.
He's one of the best, no question about it. Guys, we've got something here. You heard Carlos, you heard from Ronnie, you heard from Fernando, you heard Zena's story. I mean, the program works, and it works in a major way. And there are many people that need our help right now. There are folks every single day that live in, quiet lives of desperation. They're struggling. They need a way out. And MWR provides all the tools and systems to assist in getting that done in every area of their financial life. So, listen, help people, put it in front of them, give them an opportunity to see what we do and let them make their own decisions. As Carlos has said, a lot of people need us, and you've got the key in your hand. Literally, the key's in your hand. So with that being said, guys, unbelievable meeting. Love you guys on the West Coast. Continue to build, get people in front of it. Let's continue this process, Fernando, and we'll grow something special together.
Thank you very much.
Right.
Good night, everyone. We'll see you again next Tuesday. Right, Carlos?
Yes,
Ronnie?
sir. Everybody have a
All
good
right,
night.
next
We'll see you
Tuesday.
then.
Everyone
All right.
have a blessed night tonight. God bless
Take
you
care.
all.
Good night. Goodbye.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night,
Bye.
guys.